The universal login and the account transfers have been a very loud topic in Pixel Gun 3D as of lately. And the developers have recently kinda gifted us, and they have decided to add us something close to the universal login, aka also known as the account transfers, in the latest 23.6 update. So some of you also don't know what the word universal login would actually mean. It's basically what I would call it is the Android and iOS compatibility, also known as being able to connect iOS and Android accounts into one. So let's say you guys have an iOS account and you would like to convert into an Android phone. You guys would kind of get the option to do that. However, this is not here in Pixel Gun 3D as of yet, but the developers have also helped me and explained me a little bit more on what's actually going to be happening in terms of the universal login between Android and iOS. And of course, throughout today's video, I will be speaking about a full-on guide on how to link your accounts between Android, Huawei, and Amazon. And along with this, what I will also be speaking about today's video is why iOS and Android ain't compatible just yet. I'll also give you guys some developer answers and thoughts, and of course my personal opinion and conclusion. So anyway, I'm gonna jump right into it. So I am now in a brand new update of Pixel Gun 3D from what you guys can currently see. And it's currently placing me on ads, but it always happens to all of us. So you guys would have to click the settings button, then would have to click the first button on the top left. And what you guys would have to do is now click on the account transfer or deletion. And for now, it will put us into the progress guide, which carefully explains you guys step by step on the best way to, of course, make sure to transfer your account. However, this might take a lot more time than what I have prepared for you guys, and what I have prepared is a much easier and less time-consuming way of transferring your account. So as you guys know, we all on Amazon, Android, and Huawei, we all have a Google Play login/logout. As we see the logout button or login button, basically what you guys will have to do is just click on the button, log into your Google Play account, and that's literally it. And then your account will be saved into this account if it already, of course, isn't. So what you guys would have to do next in this section is you guys would have to click on the transfer ID section. What we have right here is we have two sections. Enter the code to transfer your account to this device. By transferring accounts from another device, all your current progress will be lost. And that's absolutely correct. You guys will lose progress on a specific device because you are transferring your whole entire account into something else. So what you guys will have to do is you have to request a code, which you guys have 5 minutes to redeem in the game. So basically what you guys will have to do is you gotta click on the tab to request the code. I'm not gonna show my own code that's already playing and etc, but you guys would receive a code, and then your next job will be to type in the first bar, aka tap to enter code. This is where you guys would have to enter your code, which you get down here on another device, and that's literally how you link your account to another device. It's kind of difficult in a way because some people might not understand Google Play as well as I do and other creators do, and some other people that are kind of experts at this. But I think that things are actually going to be pretty damn easy for you guys, of course, after watching today's guide. At least I hope so. So make sure to leave a comment down below if you actually did do this and if it worked for you. Please, of course, let me know. And if you do need some extra support, Pixel Gun 3D, let me know down in the comment section down below of some common issues that you guys might be having, and I might even make the video on it or even address it to the developers. So now the big question, why iOS and Android are not compatible. And this is actually a really difficult question, which I actually struggled to understand this, and it took me some time of research and etc. I'm not gonna be given the most information on this, but I'll be giving you guys a basic understanding on why the account transfer is kind of difficult in terms of Android and iOS cross-platform, aka the, of course, universal login, we could call it. So as easy as I can explain this, the iOS and Android are actually both very much different, and there's a lot of different things about them. First off, starting with the law. The law between how the Android works and how iOS works is very much different because they are both different companies and both different platforms. But also along with this, they both have very much different settings, because as you can see, the Android security isn't as good as iOS because there's a few settings that Android is still struggling on and fixing a lot of stuff, and iOS kind of blocks a lot of things. As you guys know, there's already a lot more security on iOS, as I already said. Which is of course just an example, but a lot more problems are also the lore and how Pixel Gun 3D also is structured as a game. Because both iOS Pixel Gun 3D and Android Pixel Gun 3D are also differently structured from each other, as every single platform would have different game structure in any different ways. So you guys would have to also respect the fact that developers are actually still working under the iOS and Android compatibility, so of course you guys would really have to wait. I promise you it's probably gonna be coming at some point, but we just truly don't know when. I would probably say that something around the time when Steam does come to life and when Pixel Gun 3D will be available on PC. Because now Pixel Gun 3D developers are trying to work on the game being able to be cross-platform and everything along these lines. Also being available on PC, but maybe one day it will be available on console. So now it's actually time to speak to one of the Pixel Gun 3D developers, White Russian, which he was kind enough to actually help me out with this and explain me a few questions I had for him. So the first question I had for him was, why can't iOS and Android connect accounts together? And White Russian was kind to respond to this question. We're still testing this feature, but we need lots of use cases to test it properly. As soon as it works perfectly, we'll be adding this feature to iOS. Then the second question, which I ask, how do you see Huawei, Android and Amazon devices being compatible with each other in this game now as an advantage, and how did you think it can change the game for the good? The answer was, I'd especially bet on Huawei as it's easier and much safer option for both of us and our users in terms of potential problems with the store itself. And this is a very good answer which he gave me. And now the first question which I have asked him, if iOS and Android become compatible, how much do you think it will impact the game for the good? Our players will be able to transfer their progress. That's all. In fact, it definitely won't impact the game in any other special way. That's just QOL feature, which is actually a very important answer. Now, in my personal opinion, if I'm gonna be honest with all of this, this is an absolutely great feature. And I think the developers kind of underestimated the fact that this option can really help out a lot of players. Because White Russian said that it's also not going to do too much and etc. But I really think it can make a huge change. Because a lot more players these days are kind of changing between Android, iOS, Amazon and all this stuff. And they really don't know what to pick. And that's the most interesting thing. The people who try to like purchase new phones and try out new devices and etc. are just trying to see what is better for them and what they feel most comfortable with, of course. And I think this feature being implemented in the game as the universal login between Android and iOS and everything along these lines will definitely be a huge advantage for Pixel Gun 3D, unlike any other game, because any other games of course did not show enough professionalism to really do such things as the universal login between Android and iOS. Yes, of course there has been some games that done this, but there's not so many games out there on the Android iOS market that really went ahead to work this hard to figure this stuff out. So therefore it's definitely going to improve a lot of thousands of players' lives in this game. And that's all I have for you guys today. And of course, thank you so much for people watching. Of course, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe with a notification on if you'd like to see more videos just like this one. And thank you so much to all my channel members. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Have a great rest of your amazing day and peace out, everyone. Bye bye.